we just want to let you know the requirements and how people are inducted to the ceremony. So in order to be accepted, you have to have we have a requirement of a 3.75 cumulative GPA. This includes Judaics and secular studies, and 10 community service hours from the previous year. So once you have those two requirements, there's a panel of faculty advisors that evaluate the students based on their character and leadership and commitment to the school, and this is how the inductees are chosen. So now I'd like to welcome on stage Elon Miller and Gabby Hoverman for the Pledge and Hezbollah.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now we'd like to call up on stage Rabbi Yavlach for the Dvar Torah.
Good morning, everybody. I'm excited to be here and to share this ceremony together with you. It comes at a time in our tradition, in our culture, that we traditionally mourn the loss of the students of Rebbe Akiva. To me, it couldn't be at a better time that we are here to champion and appreciate the accomplishments and the well-roundedness of some of our students when we're, as a community, reflecting on the character and the behavior of those fine students of Rebbe Akiva, whom we know to have been excellent scholars, but at some way, shape, or form, their character left something to be desired. And educators and parents are constantly, in this partnership, searching for the correct ingredients that we can put into our students to result in their fine character, leadership, scholarship, all the things that we're celebrating today. And it makes sense and fits with me that it's coming this time of the year. Pirkei Avot, the ethics of our fathers, is replete with attempts at finding those perfect ingredients, trying to capture exactly what it is that makes the finest student and scholar. We find, for example, in the 3rd chapter, Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa says, Kol sheyiras cheto kodemes lechachmaso, chachmaso miskayemes. Anyone whose fear of sin precedes their acquisition of wisdom, their wisdom will hold. Similarly, he says, Kol shema'asav merubin michachmaso. Anybody whose positive and excellent behavior and service is greater than their acquisition of wisdom, chachmaso miskayemes. Their wisdom will hold and stay strong. And similarly, Kol sheruach habrios nocha himenu. He adds, anybody who finds favor in everyone else's eyes, and people are proud of their behavior, ruach hamakom nocha himenu. Then the Spirit of God is proud and finds favor in them. And what we're here to do today, in my opinion, is to celebrate students who've excelled in these areas. Students who have both, along with their scholarship, qualities of leadership, service, and character that really round them out. And it's certainly exciting to put them before you and to acknowledge that together with their acquisition of wisdom, which we are extremely proud of, it's in the proper setting, it's in the proper context. It's a wisdom that will certainly succeed because it's coupled with all of these other fine characteristics. And I would say we have a rabbinic tradition. A person should constantly ask themselves, when will my actions and behavior mimic or compare to those of my forefathers? I always struggle with that concept. Some of the stories we read in the Torah about our forefathers are remarkable and of such high character and high quality. One of my instructors and Rabbeim in yeshiva would often say, it's a model. Find people in your life, and there are so many talented people in our community, in our life, who you can take as a role model for X or Y. If it's not going to be Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob, let it be someone else that you can use as a model for quality X or quality Y. And we're proud to put before you a group of students and acknowledge that they can be and are excellent role models for what one can become. And congratulate them and wish them a great month.
We're now going to have 4 students who will read to you the 4 pillars that represent National Honor Society. The membership of Yeshiva Atlanta's chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of these 4 qualities held in high esteem by the Society. 4 of our members will now be called up to read them. So first we're going to have Chad Shapiro.
Yeah. Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Next, we will have servers presented to you by Diana Yashar.
My office is service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation for a better tomorrow.
Next, we will have leadership presented to you by Noam Gal.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members.
Finally, character by Jake Blinky.
Character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character which guides one through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is a product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is a problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
traditionally, the NHS teacher representative is the one who gives the introduction, and that is Ms. Kane this year. However, because Dr. Kulik has been the head previous years, and this is his last year at Yeshiva, we'd like to honor him with introduction.
If nominated, I will not run, and if elected, I will not serve. Good morning. I am both honored and flattered to have been asked to speak at this year's National Honor Society induction ceremony. I congratulate each of you and your parents on this wonderful honor. Your achievement in the realms of scholarship, leadership, community service, and character are being honored here today in your induction into this prestigious society. An honor such as this is a wonderful way for the school and community to recognize and to celebrate the choices and sometimes the activities you have made. The 4 requirements for membership in National Honor Society, of course, are scholarship, leadership, community service, and character. And you have been chosen because of your outstanding achievements in each of these areas. The most important thing for you to remember is that each of these characteristics are the sum of many individual decisions. They embody a positive attitude toward these purposes. The only way to achieve your purpose is to take small actions every day. In the end, they will all add up. We hope for you, my hope for you is that you will be able to cultivate this attitude backed by purpose in your own individual life. Scholarship is much more than just getting straight A's. It is the lifelong love of learning. In the end, it is the sum of small choices. Each time you decide you want to learn something, the experience will be rewarding for the next time that this comes along. Leadership is not about being elected or appointed to office. The office does not teach someone how to be a leader. Leadership is an attitude that is cultivated over time. Community service is a measure of an end. Some might see it as a way to get service points while socializing or having a good time, while others may view it as an unfortunate and often inconvenient necessity of high school life. But is that the true community service? Once again, community service is an attitude. Are you looking for just the service hours, or do you have the right attitude toward community service? I'm not saying there won't be a Sunday morning when you must get up and you'd rather sleep. But at that point, you are engaging in true community service when you give up something to aid others. Character. If there is one thing that is evidenced by your daily choices, it is your character. What do you do when no one's around? The teacher has stepped out of the room for a moment. You're working on an exam or a quiz. You have a chance to cheat. No one will know. The choice you make in this question is the true means of character. If you decide not to cheat, it is a wonderful lesson, and you will feel good about yourself. All in all, we are making the tough choices here in National Honor Society. While it would be easier to slide through life without a purpose, without a cause, without a calling, only by setting difficult goals for yourself can we find true self-worth. One final thing. Everyone here can make a difference in life. Decisions we all make are extremely difficult. But we must understand that decisions must be made. Therefore, it does not help anyone when you complain and argue about the hand that life has dealt you. Take it for what it's worth, a learning lesson from Hashem. In conclusion, I congratulate each of you on this great honor. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to be involved with National Honor Society for over 2 decades. Thank you.
And now, Dr. Oberman for the headmaster's address.
So you've heard about the 4 pillars of National Honor Society: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. I just want to talk about how we see that manifesting itself and how we hope it manifests itself on a daily basis here at Yeshiva. For example, with scholarship, it's really about more than what's in the classroom. There is a minimum GPA, but we hope and we see that these are the types of students who walk down the hallways talking about a Talmud problem they were just discussing. How does that apply to their daily life? Or a statistics project that someone just did. So if rushing yardage really does make a difference in wins, does that mean the Bulldogs should rush more regularly? You know, the implication, it's not just about the learning in the classroom. How does it carry over into your daily life? What do you do with that information? In terms of service, we do have a service learning requirement at the school of 10 hours. For National Honor Society, it's 60 hours per year. These are the students you see regularly: tutoring, helping with yard work, helping with ML4 drives, in the hunger walk, babysitting at shul events, running a Seder for someone in the hospital, building Sukkot for people who need assistance. These are the people, again, who are regularly involved in serving the community and the school itself. Leadership, as Dr. Kulik mentioned, in things big and small, goes from student government to helping with recycling, to newspaper, yearbook, and these are the folks we expect to lead by example in daily life and in davening. Finally, again, as Dr. Kulik mentioned, character is who you are when nobody is watching. So the question is, you know, what would you do if you knew you wouldn't be caught? Or in this case, what would Scooby do? All right, excuse my terrible joke there. But really, what are the choices you make in and out of school, preparing for tests and projects, and what is it you stand for? If these are the choices you make when nobody is watching, then certainly when people are watching, you're making even more amazing choices. What we hope by character is this is the type of student that people look at and say, wow, that's a Yeshiva Atlanta student. How could the school not be proud of them? So congratulations to all those being inducted today, to all prior members from previous years, and we're proud of all our students, and thank you for being a part of this ceremony today.
Now we'd like to begin the induction ceremony with Ms. Kane.
When I call your name, if you'll come on the stage, please. We'll begin with Tova Asher. Isaiah Blanks. Jake Chesler. Samantha Cohen. Elliot Desitera. Talia Gordon. Shannon Moritz. Zoe Ogden. Ray Shimon. Aaron Solomon. Ezra Wiener. Congratulations to all the new inductees, and I just want to thank my seniors for all the work they put in for National Honor Society while they've been at Yeshiva, and I am really going to miss you next year.
And now, if the new inductees will repeat after me, we are going to recite a pledge for them. I pledge myself always to seek the light of truth, to hold scholarly habits, to engage in worthy service, and to lead forward in all things that shall advance the welfare of the school. And congratulations.
scholarship, a desire for service, a practice of leadership, and a development of character. This nationwide program recognizes that there is more to the well-rounded student than simply grades. By acknowledging these 4 pillars, as well as requiring 60 service hours and a minimum GPA of 3.75 cumulative weighted, students develop a greater understanding for perseverance, dedication, and success. These 4 traits were not chosen arbitrarily. Each one is very closely related and each builds upon the other. These traits form the core of a sound individual, and like the 4 wheels on a car, they are interdependent. Each wheel is unique and necessary in itself, but only when the 4 wheels are all active and functioning can the car go anywhere. So too a student must be aware of each pillar of these 4 qualities to reach their highest potential as individuals in society. This year, NHS, along with the help of Chesed Club, practiced these 4 traits by coordinating, planning, and hosting their own events. We reached out, starting from our little community of Yeshiva Atlanta, to a little bit bigger, the Jewish community of Atlanta, to as far as we could, the world. From cleaning the school in preparation of prospective students and parents, to building sukkahs and helping out at the community-run Daffodil Dash, to reaching as far as our arms could extend. We volunteered to package food for the less fortunate at Project Open Hand and box up medical supplies to be shipped out from MedShare to underprivileged countries. All of these events demonstrated our students' dedication to making the world a better place. Now, as we sit here today, saying goodbye to some and welcoming in others, we thank everyone for their dedication this past year and hope for the best for the students to come. To the new inductees, strive for leadership, take part in service, demonstrate your leadership, and build your character. Congratulations. Thank you all for coming. We'd like to invite you to our complimentary breakfast in the back.